Do you think you have unlimited time? Bad news. You only have about 30,000 days to live. And if you're 30 years old, more than 11,000 days are already gone. Forever, never coming back. But don't panic. The real question is whether you are using your time wisely or letting it slip away in endless TikTok scrolls and pointless email threads. Be honest. How many times have you told yourself, one day I'll do that? And how often does one day actually mean never? In the next 18 minutes, you'll discover simple yet powerful strategies to bend time, make every moment count, and live as if each day truly matters. These are not generic time management tips, but fundamental insights into how life actually works. Do you remember when summer days as a child felt endless? You played from morning till night, went to bed, and woke up with what seemed like an entire season still ahead of you. But now, one moment you're celebrating New Year's, and the next, Halloween decorations are already on the shelves. Time isn't actually moving faster. Your brain is just optimizing memory storage. Your brain doesn't measure time by a clock, but by the number of new experiences. When you were young, everything was fresh. The first day of school, the first time swimming, the first time getting in trouble for doing something dumb. These mental bookmarks stretched your perception of time. But as you grow older, every day starts to look the same. Same coffee, same commute, same Netflix shows. Your brain sees nothing worth remembering, so it skips over the monotony, making time feel like it's flying by. This is the trap of time blindness. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a single day, but underestimate what they can achieve in a year. You set goals to learn an instrument, exercise more, or pick up a new language, but by the end of the day, you've only scrolled through TikTok and told yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you spent just 10 minutes a day learning a new skill, you could be better than 97% of people in that field after a year. The good news is you can hack this system. The only way to slow down time is to fill it with new experiences. Take a different route to work, try a new dish, strike up a conversation with a stranger, or learn a new skill every month. These force your brain to pay attention, making time feel richer and more memorable. Time isn't moving faster. You're just living a life that's too repetitive. If you don't want to wake up one day and realize an entire year has disappeared without anything worth remembering, start changing things today. Most people think that being busy means being productive, but in reality, being busy doesn't mean you're doing anything important. You can spend an entire day answering emails, sitting in meetings, and researching things online, only to find that by bedtime, you haven't moved any closer to your real goals. Imagine yourself at 95 years old, lying in bed and looking back at your life. Would you be proud of all those late nights spent finishing reports, or would you regret not spending more time with your loved ones and doing things that truly mattered? Looking at life from this perspective makes everything clearer. Are you spending time on what actually matters, or are you just keeping yourself busy? Successful people know that understanding what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. They use a simple strategy. Write down everything they want to do, circle the top 3 most important goals, and put everything else on an avoid at all costs list. If you don't actively eliminate distractions, they will consume all your time. But there's a silent thief constantly stealing your focus. Social media, pointless news, unnecessary meetings, and busy work disguised as productivity. If you don't control these things, they will control you. The solution is to ruthlessly cut out anything that doesn't move you toward what truly matters. At the end of the day, being busy is not the same as being effective. Your time is too valuable to waste on things that don't matter. Spend it on what truly counts before it's too late. Chapter 3. Relationships are like a bank account. Have you made enough deposits? Imagine your relationships as a bank account. Every time you do something kind, a sincere compliment, a thoughtful text, truly listening to someone, you're making a deposit. But if you constantly show up late, forget birthdays, or only reach out when you need something, you're making withdrawals. And just like a real bank account, you can't withdraw if you've never made a deposit. Ever wonder why some friends seem distant lately? Maybe it's because you only contact them when you need something. Many people believe friendships are built on grand gestures, expensive gifts, extravagant parties. But in reality, strong relationships are sustained by small actions. A random check-in message, remembering little details, showing up when someone needs you. Here's an interesting paradox. Sharing struggles creates stronger bonds than sharing joy. People who overcome challenges together tend to form deeper connections than those who only share good times. Don't overlook your weaker ties either. Casual acquaintances can often open doors to unexpected opportunities and fresh ideas. And here's the ultimate paradox. Giving your time actually makes you feel like you have more of it. Chapter 4. Your career. Don't get stuck in one lane. Do you think your best career opportunity is right in front of you? Think again. The best opportunities usually lie just outside your comfort zone, in what's called the on-adjacent possible, the intersection between what you already know and what you could know. But most people stay trapped in the mindset of, I should stick to this field because it's safe. This is one of the biggest career mistakes, optimizing for money too early. In your 20s and early 30s, your priority shouldn't be chasing the highest paycheck. It should be learning as much as possible. Every new skill you acquire is like a lottery ticket for your future. The more tickets you have, the better your chances of winning. Money always follows knowledge, but if you chase money too soon, you may miss the real opportunities that could make you truly successful in the long run. Forget about the career ladder. It's a trap. These days, careers aren't about climbing to the top, but moving strategically, like swinging from branch to branch in a jungle gym. Sometimes you have to move sideways, diagonally, or even take a step back to go further in the long run. Comfort is career quicksand. The longer you stay in a job you've already outgrown, the harder it is to leave. And here's an interesting secret. Procrastination can reveal your true passion. If you keep avoiding one task in favor of another, chances are the thing you're hiding in is what you truly enjoy. Chapter 5. Health. The superpower you're ignoring. Most people think health only matters for living longer, but the truth is it determines the quality of your life. What's the point of having more time if you're constantly exhausted? Would you rather have 8 hours of high-energy productivity or 12 hours of sluggish exhaustion? But here's the problem. Too many people still tell themselves, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Bad news. If you don't get enough sleep, you'll die sooner. Sleep isn't just rest. It's your brain's superpower. When you're sleep deprived, your decision-making ability is as bad as if you were drunk. The job promotion you want, the relationships you're trying to build, all of it depends on whether you're sleeping enough. And here's something few people realize. Morning you and night. You are two completely different people. Morning you is motivated, ambitious, setting big goals. Today, I'll eat healthy and work out. But by nighttime, hey, I'll hit the gym tomorrow. Let me just order that boba tea now. Don't let morning you be a tyrant, making unrealistic promises that night you can't keep. Want to hack your body? Try micro workouts. 10 push-ups here, a short walk there, 5 minutes of stretching. These small movements add up over time. Your body was built to move, not sit at a desk for 8 hours straight. And if you're stuck on a problem, stand up, move. Solutions will follow. Chapter 6. Learn faster. Without brain hacks. If you want to learn something faster, teach it to someone else. When you explain a concept, your brain is forced to understand it more deeply. Many people hesitate, thinking they're not good enough to teach, but that's exactly why they should start early. When you're still learning, you remember what's confusing and what's difficult, making you a much better guide for others. To avoid mistakes in life, read biographies. Every book condenses an entire lifetime of experiences into a few hours of reading.